Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Benjamin Franklin.
It's sad. What most people here are willing to settle for in exchange for some fleeting sense of security, you know? And make no mistake, it absolutely is fleeting. The walls can't hold forever. Only a matter of time.
In the past, I've talked a lot about freedom on this channel, but I don't think I've ever touched on how crucial it is for one's meaning of life. Most of us see freedom as a given and don't truly appreciate its potential. We have become overly comfortable with the current state of things, and so we have stopped fighting for it. We have begun to prioritize a fake and fleeting sense of security. We have started to give in to government propaganda, and we have started to lose our individual selves because of it. In our lives, freedom is more than just a goal to aim towards. Freedom is what allows us to live. Well, at least it's what allows us to thrive. Without freedom, your body may well be alive, but your soul will be long rotting by then. And although there are many people who have given up their freedoms for some sense of security, humanity as a whole will constantly strive towards freedom. We will always have people fighting for it, and we will always have heroes who are willing to give up their lives to ensure the freedom of others. And Attack on Titan does a great job of encapsulating this concept. An anime that has its entire philosophy based on this idea. An anime that values freedom above all else.
I'd never even considered the world beyond the walls. I would just spend my days staring up at the clouds. But then, I heard your story, and saw the look in your eyes. They were filled with this amazing dream, like nothing I'd known for myself. That's the day I realized that I had never been free. The world was as vast as our cage was small. Those monsters had stolen it from us.
Attack on Titan's story follows a young boy named Eren Jaeger. Together with his best friends Armin Arlert and Mikasa Ackermann, they are one of the last survivors of the human race. Just over 100 years ago is when they first appeared. Giant humanoid creatures with a taste for human blood. Humanity was shoved to the brink of extinction almost overnight. The Titans had brought humanity to its knees. The few survivors who made it out alive settled and erected 3 huge walls protecting the remainder of the human race. Afterwards, there was peace, or at least some sense of it. Within the walls, humanity was saved from the Titans. Humanity experienced 100 years of peace and 100 years of complacency. In this last century, humanity got comfortable, a little too comfortable even. They forgot about the times filled with hardship. They forgot about how to survive against the Titans, and with time, they even forgot that there were any walls at all. The walls became part of their existence. Their cage was now embraced by most. The freedom they gave up seemed like an acceptable deal to make, since at least they were now safe. But just as Armin said so well in the beginning, safety can never truly be assured. No matter how safe you feel, it's all just a fleeting lie. No matter how far we as humans progress, safety will never be certain. Security is just a lie that powerful people tell to take away your freedoms. But eventually it all collapses, coming crumbling down. Eventually, whatever you were hiding from catches up with you and flips your entire world upside down. And just like that, everything changed. At that terrible moment, humanity knew. Home was a pen. Humanity, cattle. After 100 years of peace, the humans behind the walls were attacked by 2 new titans, the Colossal and the Armored Titan. They broke through the wall and killed thousands of humans, among which was Eren's mom. It only took one moment, and then she was gone. Eren has had enough. Ever since he was a kid, he was fed up with this meaningless life behind the walls. He hated how humanity decided to give up on freedom and settle for security. He knew that his destiny lied beyond the walls, that society's plan for him was nothing more than just shackles to keep his spirit at bay. And so, right after his mom dies, he enlists to become one of the Scouts, a military group trained in taking down Titans and with the sole purpose of moving humanity further outside the walls. Eren refuses to back down and accept defeat. He refuses to settle for a short-lived sense of security. He aspires towards more. He aspires towards unshackling the human race for the sake of freedom. And he will not allow anyone to stand in his way. No matter what it takes, Eren truly believes that humanity deserves to be free.
We're born free. All of us. Some don't believe it. Some try to take it away. To hell with them. Lay your eyes on that, and you'll know what freedom is. That it's worth fighting for.
Attack on Titan has a very clear view on freedom. It's as essential to human life as water and air are, and it displays those ideas in many characters. From Levi to Commander Erwin and especially Armin. But no character represents this idea better than Eren himself. He will do whatever it takes to achieve freedom from the walls, and because of that, he despises people's complacency. The people within the walls have amounted their entire lives to staying within them, never aspiring towards freedom and shaming the ones who do. I'm not entirely sure that Eren blames them for thinking this way, but he can't forgive their negligence either. The thought that anyone would be happy living a self-told lie makes him sick to his stomach. And he knows very well that there are no excuses for it either. Since he was a little kid, he strongly believed in freedom. He was, even then, ready to put his life at risk to ensure the freedom of others because he always knew the true value of freedom. And so, to this day, he will do whatever it takes to defeat the ones who would dare take those freedoms away from him or any of his loved ones. But freedom has its price, and oftentimes it's a high price to pay as well. Eren correctly mentioned that we humans are born free, but that freedom is taken away almost immediately. Taken away by governments, oppressive regimes, other humans, and of course, by Titans. To reattain one's freedom, you will have to fight back against them, but that fight will amount to many losses. A lesson that Eren Jaeger quickly learns. On every single one of their expeditions, the scouts lose more and more people. People dying left and right. The Titans are decimating their forces. It seems like a hopeless endeavor, and once they return home, the ungrateful people within the walls are disgusted by the losses and whine about their tax money being wasted on the scouts. It's as demoralizing as it can get, but the scouts never give up. They know that the price to pay is high. They know that dozens, if not even hundreds of their comrades, of their friends, have died in the pursuit of it. But they also know that there is no other option for them than to seek freedom. They know that as long as at least one of them is left standing, they can hope. They can hope for the freedom that lies beyond the walls. They can hope to finally take back the world from these godforsaken Titans. Freedom. It may sound like I'm inflating its importance, but freedom is the most essential condition for finding meaning in life. After all, if you lack true freedom, the only meaningful purpose your life can have is to thrive towards assuring your freedom. If you're a slave, one of the only things that will bring you true meaning to your life is the pursuit of freedom itself. But once you're free, you won't stop looking for meaning. And then, freedom allows you to find other meaningful paths. Once true freedom is achieved, the canvas will be yours to draw upon. And this is exactly why Eren and the scouts are willing to pay such a high price for freedom. Why we humans throughout history were ready and willing to pay the ultimate sacrifice to ensure the freedom of others. It's because we humans crave meaning to our lives. We don't simply want to be born, live, and then die. We want to feel a sense of purpose in this life of ours. We want to feel important and loved, but also give back. It's what separates us from animals and plants whose only purpose to life is survival. But just like Eren Jaeger, Armin Arlert, and the rest of the scouts, we humans, we seek meaning in our lives whether we are currently aware of it or not. And if we are not allowed to be free and seek our own purpose, then we will be left furthering the purpose of the ones oppressing us. We will become nothing more than cogs in the machines that they have created. We will become shells of our past selves. We will lose who we once truly were. And so I ask all of you watching to fight back like Eren Jaeger did. Whenever you meet a Titan in the real world, don't let it oppress you, and definitely don't let it feast upon you. Embrace the pursuit of freedom and shove the titans aside. Don't let them demoralize you and stand your ground steadfast. Because as long as you know what you're fighting for, no one will ever break you. When you encounter a titan, pursue freedom, don't be frightened. Thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to subscribe and check out one of my previous videos right here. This channel is all about looking at video games and pop culture from a different perspective, about digging deeper into the meaning of life and how we can get there with video games, movies and TV shows. So if that interests you, maybe subscribe, maybe hit the bell to be notified. What about that, huh? Yeah? Okay, good. See ya!